online and on AM 1161 and 1584. This is Tay AM News.
Good afternoon, I'm Nicola Dowds. Scottish Secretary Alistair Carmichael says he will not let his Conservative Cabinet colleagues be diverted by constitutional change in England. It comes as plans to devolve more powers to Scotland are being worked on following last week's referendum result. Mr Carmichael spoke to our political editor Colin Mackay on Scotland's Talkin' on Tay AM yesterday.
The Scottish Parliament's timetable does not depend on the UK-wide conversation.
So you will say to your Cabinet colleagues from down south, no, we have to do Scotland first. We promised that to the people. You promised it to the people.
There can be no other message that would be anything other than a breach of good faith.
Ed Balls says most people still aren't feeling the benefits of the economic recovery. The Shadow Chancellor is making a speech on the economy at the Labour Party conference in Manchester. An 87-year-old man's been charged after driving the wrong way across the Tay Road Bridge. It happened just before 10 yesterday morning. He managed to make it right across in his 4x4 before being stopped by police. He's been reported to the Procurator Fiscal for road traffic offences. Now, golf fans are being promised a festival atmosphere when they head for Gleneagles. The Ryder Cup swings into town this week with the world's top golfers competing for the famous trophy. Gates open tomorrow with fans getting a chance to watch both the USA and Europe warming up. But before then, there's this advice from Operations Director Antonia Beggs.
We're really lucky with our Ryder Cup fans. They're incredibly well prepared. They've already read lots of the details we put on the website, but if they can check the spectator guide that came with their tickets, just read through the do's and don'ts of what you can bring to the event. There's a few prohibited items, and just to make sure they don't bring that with them, and then it takes them longer to get through security and ticket checking.
Could there be a resurgence on the High Street in Perth? New figures revealed the Fair City has the lowest retail vacancy rate of any major Scottish town or city. The rate of 7.7% is well below the average of 9.1%, according to the Scottish Retail Consortium. Both Pandora Perth and USC have opened on the High Street in the last fortnight. Edinburgh Zoo's female panda is no longer pregnant. Keepers confirmed the news this morning. Experts will continue to monitor the bear, but say at the moment she's in great health. Now, 50 years after being knocked down, plans are being made to commemorate Dundee's Royal Arch.
Nowadays it would be inconceivable that you would demolish something like that, but back in the 1960s, unfortunately, that wasn't the case, and it was demolished back on the 16th of March 1964. Many constituents view that as frankly a bit of an act of vandalism.
West End councillor Fraser McPherson's received assurances the site of the former arch will be remembered by the planting of 4 trees. It was put up between 1849 and 1853 to mark a visit of Queen Victoria, but was later demolished in 1964 to make way for the Tay Road Bridge. That's the latest. There's much more news online, and you can follow us on Twitter at Radio Tay News.
Tay AM.